Winter in the UP is kind of just a game of like how many different articles of clothing you can put on before you can't move, and then you try to go to class. And it's also a game of like seeing how far you can get without having to go outside to get places, and how illegally you can park your car to be close to something and not get a ticket.
It's like a roller coaster. It just goes up, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and then once you're at the top and you think it's just about over, it gets worse again, it goes all the way down.
And I just think it's really funny when you go and you're walking on the ice and you kind of slip a little, and then you I do a little dance, like I walk on my tippy toes, do a little dance, you know, and make it look like I didn't just, you know, almost fall on my face. Then you think about it and then it's like, who's watching you? Really nobody. I mean, except if you're, you know, up by tech, you know, if they see you fall, they're like, ooh, girl falling, gotta slip under that. Slip on my penis.
Basic thing is 4 things: Starbucks, North Face, Ugg boots, and yoga pants. Defined by every person who goes to Northern during the winter time.
You see all those like really creepy NMU Secret Admirer posts like during the winter, like really down for a threesome. It's like everyone's like trying to find their like mama bear or something and like settle down in the winter.
Everyone really sucks at driving, it's just in the winter it becomes more apparent.
Stay inside as much as you can because the air hurts.
Honestly, when I first got up here in August, a lot of people, like sophomores and juniors and seniors, have been telling me that prepare yourself for this oncoming winter. It's terrible. It's 20 inches of snow, and you know, I was mentally prepared for my, like, you know, when I got there, and I was like, oh yeah, it can't be that bad. And comes October, and there's snow on the ground, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of like downriver Michigan snow. And then came December, and I started to freak out, because I've never seen so much snow in one area in my life. But I also got super excited because you could build snow forts, and I can't do that at home.
You know it's winter when like you see like 5 people fall down on the way to class. Like my friends and I, like if we don't have, like we'll have classes canceled or something, and we'll go get Starbucks and we'll just sit there and like there's the windows up on the top of the library, and we'll just stand there and just watch, like we'll count how many people fall.
Winter in the UP can be the funnest time of your life and also the shittiest time of your life. Fun because you get to watch people fall on their asses all the time and it's really funny. But then it happens to you and then it becomes the worst time of your life. Like this morning, I'm walking in front of FRT and it's like waves of ice. It's like an ocean. It's like lumpy, gross, brown, sandy ice. And I'm walking and I slip and fall on my ass and like spill my coffee on myself, and I'm sitting there just like, my legs like spread out like in the splits, and I'm just like have my like little empty coffee and I'm like, why? Why did I choose to live here? And then you get those random people you don't know like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? And then you just kind of like, I'm okay. I did that on purpose.
Unshamefully laugh until probably that person cried. I'm a dick when it comes to people wiping out. I'll help them up, maybe, but most of the time just laugh.
You find yourself a bottle of booze and you drink. I went to the outhouse races a couple weekends ago. Like, those motherfuckers had their like can of beer in one hand and their 5th of tequila in the other, and they were set to go.
You don't even need to shave. Like, if you shave, it's a matter of frostbite and staying warm. There's been days I've been like, I am so happy that I didn't shave for the past 2 weeks.
Then ice happened and I totally ate shit and knocked my front teeth in.
Stay indoors, go to the pool a little bit, go work out, stay active, go outside when it's above 20 degrees, hunker down, and try to go somewhere warm for spring break.
You walk like you're wearing a very long and very tight kimono, and you're also trying to only step in certain areas, so you're like kind of looking down in front of you and taking really little steps and like Now everything's disgusting outside, so where there were huge puddles yesterday, now there's just flat ice rinks. So it's like strategic hopping sometimes, like the floor is lava, but the world is ice, so you don't want to die.
You know, it's like a nice round lady, really good in theory, but then after you've spent a few months, you know, inside of her, it's not so hot anymore. I mean, you're waiting for the day that she just kind of walks out the door with her own cab fare.
I grew up in the Sioux, so I remember when I was in kindergarten, we had 5 feet of snow one winter, and like the National Guard had to come dig us out of our house and we could get groceries.
Everything gets all dirty. Like, your car gets disgustingly dirty, but you can't wash it because the second you put it through a wash, it freezes and then it doesn't work.
The snow is just so deep that it's like, you know, like 2 feet tall. I can't freaking jaywalk. I have to walk all the way down to the next business and then I have to walk all the way back. And it's like, people are complaining, oh, the snow's so high downstate. And I'm like, bitch, I just want to be able to jaywalk.
That's why there are TV show seasons in the winter. And you just try not to go outside. I don't do anything. I just sit at home and don't move and conserve my heat and sit in my bed and eat things.
Everyone bitches about it, and it's like, well, you're the one that decided to come here. You could have gone out to California, could have gone down south, but I mean, I'm just up here still because it's cheap.
Go climb those massive like snow mountains that happen, and then you fall inside of them, and you have to go rescue your friends, your drunk friends, and it's kind of funny.
What else? I could complain a very long time about winters, besides the fact that we get hot chocolate and sweaters, but about January, after the whole Christmas bit, I'm done. Flat face, nope, I'm just done.
It's like my period, but it's cold and not red. And right now it's brown and disgusting like periods can be.
The only way you survive winter in the UP is if you're into winter sports. If you're not into sports like myself, well, you tend to spend a lot of time indoors on Pinterest and Facebook.
The academic hill? Nope. I've been on that twice this winter because I know I'm a klutz and I'm gonna fall down that thing, and you know, you never know when there's gonna be a tech guy somewhere.
No one can park apparently when there's snow. It's lots of fun because you're just sitting there going, I know because of the Michigan curriculum, there had to have been geometry in these people's lives at some point, so they should know that, or just basic common sense. If someone's parked right here, you park parallel to them, or whatever. You park next to them the same way that they're parked, but everyone's just like, no, I'm gonna go in a completely opposite direction, take up like 3 frickin' spaces, and then you're driving around for half an hour because you have no idea where you're gonna park.
You're walking in the snowbank down that nice little packed snow, and then you slip off and you land like Spider-Man, and then you look up and realize people have seen you and you now look like the abominable snowman, and you still have to go to class.
Oh, it's usually me who falls. I don't see anyone else fall. But usually, like, I could save myself. Like, I usually like fall on my knees and then I do this like rock star pose. Like, I'm okay. I'm cool. But the other day I fell and I like did this whole like leg slipping out, and then I sat on my butt and no one saw it. And when no one sees you fall, it is the greatest, like most euphoric feeling on the face of the planet.
As long as you do the penguin waddle, I think you're okay. There are times where I will slip and fall and kill something. I don't know.
It's like a lot of my exes. It's bitter and just way too full of itself. Just when you think things get good and you get a little bit of sunshine, it's just 7 more weeks of solid clouds and like cold-hearted, bitter bitchiness. And lots of snow. Lots and lots and lots of snow.
I sit inside and watch Netflix. I get fat, that's what I get.
For like all the like big-breasted people, like today, like I thought it was gonna be warmer today or whatever, so I only wore my North Face. Then I realized the struggle of like getting your North Face to zip over your bosoms. That's real. Struggle's real for that one.
Fortunately, we all chose to be up here fully knowing what the winter and everything's gonna be like.
There's maybe 3 months out of the year that you can ride a bike without wiping out up here in Marquette, and all of those happen when nobody's here to be taking classes, so.
You can leave to get corn nuts. After that, you can't leave. and watch Netflix all winter long, maybe do your homework. That's really all you can do. And then you're just kind of like, cornet, supernatural, in that order, and just keep rotating and rotating until spring comes. Then you can be like a little flower and emerge. Or a bear. I don't know. And in my case, you'd be like a bear, like, white, coming out of your hole all hairy. Because you don't shave.
Shaves in the winter.
Cake farts, hashtag no.
When women give you like really complicated Valentine's Day gifts and then they end up not wanting anything from you in the long run anyway. Hashtag manly confusion.